Guys, really quick, if you haven't heard yet, we are giving away a brand new Can-Am Defender XT. And all you have to do to get entered in to win is go to our store, www.gethushin.com, and buy anything off the store. For every $1 you spend on the store, we'll get you 1 entry into win the Can-Am Defender. For example, brand new hat. This is the Boulder Brook Trout hat. You buy this hat from now until August 14th, that will get you 25 entries to win the Can-Am. Hush Phelps Bugle Tube. If you go to our store and order this Bugle Tube, that will get you 40 entries into win. Hush Water Bottle, 20 entries. Guys, you have until August 14th at midnight to get your name in the hat. Make sure you guys don't miss out. And now, on to the archery video. All right, guys, I'm gonna walk you through my 2020 setup this year. I'm shooting the Hoyt Carbon RX4, dipped in my favorite camo, First Light Fusion. This has by far been my favorite RX that's came out so far before. I'm shooting it really well. It's a super quiet bow, shoots fast, but I've really enjoyed it. I'm shooting it good. And that's the biggest thing, is you find a bow that fits you and that you shoot well, and that's what this bow is for me. Arrow setup, switch things up a little bit this year. I have been shooting the Easton Axius 5mm, which is a super good arrow. It's very durable. It's super light, so I wanted to switch things up and go with a heavier arrow this year. So I went with the Easton FMJ 5mm. These are the 340s I'm shooting. We've got the custom Hush wraps and vanes, and then I'm shooting a 125 grain tip. So this arrow, complete weight, is 500 grains. This arrow is 11.3 grains per inch, but this total weight is 500. That's what I wanted to get. I have been shooting like 450 in the past. I wanted to bump it up, get a little more FOC by switching up to the 125 instead of the 100 grain, and arrows flying very, very well. I'm pulling 28, my draw length is 28 inches, and I'm only pulling 66 pounds this year. I bumped it down, but I just like the setup. It's a little slower, but the arrow's flying true, it's flying good, and I'm very consistent with this setup, so I'm enjoying it. A little bit about the some of the things I threw on here. This is new for me this year. This is the option sight. So the option sight's pretty cool because you've got your 3 fixed pins, and then you have a floater. So a little different about this compared to like black gold is that the whole housing doesn't move. It's just the 1 pin, which I really like. And I can get this thing out to 75 yards. The nice thing too is if you're just wanting to use the slider, you can move these other 3 fixed pins out of the way so you're not getting all confused in there. So if you have time and you want to slide this and just use the 1 pin, you can do that as well. So that's kind of my setup this year. We are currently in my backyard shooting the McKenzie Big Daddy. Is that what it's called? The Big Daddy?
Big Daddy Buck.
Big Bat Daddy Buck. I really like the target because the previous target I had, I couldn't get the arrows out of it. It sucked. This is a softer plastic they're using, or softer foam, and your arrows slide right out like butter. Logie, you want to give us a rundown on your setup?
Psh, guess
That's
so.
pretty technical, wasn't
Dude,
it?
you nailed that. Did you read a dictionary?
It's so hot. It's so hot out here. What I am running currently.
There we go.
Are we good?
Be more professional. There
Catch
we
the
go.
perspiration on my forehead. So what I am running is the same bow I ran last year. And last year was the debut for this bow. It is the Hoyt Helix. And I'm shooting this bow mainly because this is the bow they gave me. It was brand new. But
good reason.
This is the first aluminum, not the first, but the first aluminum riser bow they have done in a while. I'm shooting 72 pounds of draw weight. I'm actually running Brian's black gold from last year. It's a 3 pin with the slider. I got 30, 40, and 50, 50 being my slider. But I've loved it so far. I carried this thing around with me in Arizona. I shot tack with it last year, tack with it this year. Before this, I was shooting Casey's old carbon Spider. Really like that bow, really like this bow. They feel the same to me, and that's about all I have to say. This is the Hoyt Ultra Rest is what they equipped me with. And arrow-wise, what I'm running is the Axius 5mm. This is a 340 spined arrow, and it's the only thing I've ever really shot. Brian said shoot these, and I've really liked them actually. I got the Hush wraps, of course, and 100 grains on the tip, so not a ton of FOC going on, just pretty standard, but I've never had any issues with it.